15 huge Coronation Street spoilers for next week. Hey there, soap opera fans, get ready to dive into the juicy drama unfolding next week on Coronation Street. From heart-to-heart conversations to unexpected twists, we've got the scoop on all the action-packed episodes coming your way. But before we spill the beans, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below and join our community for more exclusive updates. Next week on Coronation Street, Bernie confides in Dev over her big secret. Elsewhere, Nathan is attacked by an unknown culprit, and Simon feels let down by his family yet again. Stay tuned as we uncover these shocking events and more. So, buckle up, folks, because it's going to be one heck of a ride. Let's dive into the 15 huge spoilers for next week's Coronation Street episodes. 1. Bernie shares her secret. Gemma's suspicions are piqued when she notices her mother Bernie acting strangely and catches her in a lie about her whereabouts. Concerned, Gemma urges Dev to investigate what's really going on. Finally, when Dev confronts Bernie, she reveals a heart-wrenching secret. She had another son named Zodiac, who was taken away and adopted when he was young. Bernie is determined to track down her long-lost son, now known as Christopher Green, so they can finally reunite after years of separation. As Bernie opens up about her past and her desire to find her son, the emotional weight of her story becomes clear. Years of longing and regret have fueled her determination to reconnect with Christopher, who has now grown into an adult. With Gemma's support and Dev's assistance, Bernie embarks on a journey to find her son and mend the broken bonds of their family. The search for Christopher, now known as Zach, becomes a beacon of hope amidst the tumultuous events unfolding in their lives, as they hold on to the possibility of a long-awaited reunion. 2. Bernie is left devastated. As Bernie meticulously sifts through her list of Christopher Greens, her determination to find her son never wavers. With each name crossed off, hope and anticipation build, until only one possibility remains. Brimming with both excitement and apprehension, Bernie sets out to finally meet her long-lost son. However, her hopes are dashed when she arrives to discover that Christopher, the last remaining possibility, has passed away after battling cancer. Overwhelmed with grief and regret, Bernie's world comes crashing down around her. In her anguish, she seeks solace in alcohol, grappling with the painful realization that she may never have the chance to know her son or mend the fractured pieces of their relationship. 3. Another clue emerges in the Lauren mystery. Dee Dee receives a call from the Crown Prosecution Service regarding Lauren's phone messages. She knows she has a crucial piece of information that could impact Roy's case. Rushing to share the news with Carla and Nina, Dee Dee explains the potential significance of the messages and how they might shed light on Lauren's disappearance. With tension mounting, the trio discusses the implications and anxiously awaits further developments in the investigation. Meanwhile, Bethany, fueled by her determination to uncover the truth, overhears the conversation and hatches a plan to obtain Lauren's file from the solicitor's office. Sneaking her way into the office, Bethany is on a mission to gather evidence that could link Nathan to Lauren's disappearance. With adrenaline pumping and the stakes high, Bethany knows she's taking a risky gamble, but her unwavering resolve pushes her forward as she seeks justice for Lauren and closure for all involved. 4. Bethany's detective work causes problems. Bethany turns to Craig for some insider info over Nathan's alibi for the time of Lauren's disappearance. Craig explains that Nathan was with his girlfriend, who works in a nail bar in town. Bethany follows this as a potential lead, recalling how Nathan was running a tanning salon when he first started grooming her. Later, Nathan makes an unwelcome appearance on the cobbles as he accuses Bethany of harassing his girlfriend. 5. Nathan is attacked. David, Sarah, and Gary all meet up to discuss the Nathan situation, worrying that his return to Weatherfield could ruin Bethany's life again. They're all fearful over how far Bethany might go, with her attempts to prove that Nathan killed Lauren. Later, a hooded figure arrives on the building site where Nathan now works. The unknown person strikes Nathan over the head, knocking him unconscious. 6. David and Daniel face suspicion. Speculation runs rife around Weatherfield following Nathan's attack. Shona notices a suspicious stain on David's jeans and wonders whether he could be responsible. Shona then investigates the tracking app on David's phone, which proves that he was at the building site when Nathan was attacked. David confirms that he witnessed the incident but wasn't responsible. David's explanation leaves Bethany worried that Daniel may have been the mystery attacker. 7. Toya searches for evidence against Rowan. Toya finds an online forum for former members of the Institute cult. She tries to show one particularly damning post to Leanne, but it has already been taken down for legal reasons. Leanne speaks to Rowan about the post, but he claims that it was written by a bitter ex-girlfriend who's trying to defame him. Rowan then distracts Leanne with the news that he's been promoted to head of the Northwest Division and wants to give her an official tour of the Institute. 8. Simon's scam risk. Leanne informs Simon that a man from the Institute, Jared, has offered to help him set up his food delivery app. Simon speaks to Jared and later reports back to his family that he'll have to borrow some money to pay for his services. Toya's fears grow as she worries that Simon could be next to be scammed by the Institute. 9. Toya meets Rowan's ex. Toya takes her detective work to the next level by actively seeking out Rowan's ex-girlfriend, Una, in hopes of uncovering more information about the Institute. After arranging a meeting with Una, Toya lays her concerns on the table, expressing her worries about her sister's involvement with the mysterious group. With a sense of urgency and determination, Toya shares her fears that the Institute could pose a threat, and she anxiously awaits Una's response. As Toya confides in Una about her concerns, the tension in the air is palpable. Will Una confirm Toya's suspicions and reveal more about the potentially dangerous nature of the Institute? With every word exchanged between them, Toya braces herself for the possibility of confirming her worst fears, knowing that the information Una provides could have significant implications for her sister's safety and well-being. 10. Simon turns back to alcohol. Leanne's decision to join the Institute's retreat, despite Toya's objections, creates tension within the family. Despite Toya's protests and concerns about the group's motives, Leanne is determined to pursue what she believes will bring her inner peace and clarity. This decision leaves Simon feeling abandoned and hurt, as he grapples with the absence of his mother when he needs her support the most. In his distress, Simon turns to alcohol as a coping mechanism, which only leads to more trouble. His emotional turmoil spills over into reckless behavior, resulting in him skipping work and getting drunk. This downward spiral culminates in Simon vomiting in Tim's cab and fleeing without paying the fare, showcasing the destructive consequences of his unchecked emotions and poor decision-making. 11. George makes an apology. George apologizes to Glenda for keeping her in the dark over Archie's lost will. He hands his sister $22,000 in the hope that it's a suitable compromise. Will Glenda agree to end their feud? 12. Steve struggles to move on from the past. Steve gets upset when he learns that Weatherfield County has commissioned a bust of Tommy Orpington to honor the legendary player. His new girlfriend Demi is confused, so Steve reluctantly explains how Tracy cheated on him with Tommy. Later in the week, Steve is hurt yet again when he spots pictures on Tracy's social media showing her in Spain, where she's having the time of her life with Tommy. 13. Sally hopes to make a new friend. When Tim shares the news with Sally that Demi works as an estate agent in Hale Barnes, Sally sees an opportunity to connect with Steve's new girlfriend. Eager to make a good impression, Sally wastes no time in lifting the ban on Tim and Steve's friendship. With a newfound sense of excitement, Sally eagerly anticipates the chance to bond with Steve and Demi over dinner, hoping to foster a positive relationship and strengthen her connection with her daughter's partner. As Sally extends the olive branch to Tim and Steve, she feels a sense of optimism about the dinner invitation. The prospect of spending time with Steve and Demi fills Sally with hope for building new friendships and strengthening existing bonds. With anticipation building, Sally looks forward to the opportunity to engage in light-hearted conversation and create lasting memories with her loved ones. 14. Kevin worries about the garage. Kevin faces a dilemma as work begins to slow down at the garage, prompting him to explore new avenues for promoting his business. Hoping to boost visibility and attract more customers, Kevin considers the idea of creating a website and turns to Max for assistance. However, Kevin is taken aback when Max quotes a hefty price of $1,000 for web design services, leaving him skeptical about the investment's potential return. Despite his initial hesitation, Kevin realizes the importance of modernizing his promotional strategies and must weigh the costs against the potential benefits for his struggling business. Later, while browsing the Weatherfield County chat forum, Kevin stumbles upon something that sends a chill down his spine. As he delves deeper into the online discussions, Kevin uncovers information that rattles him to the core, hinting at a potential threat to his garage and livelihood. With a sense of urgency, Kevin grapples with the implications of what he's discovered, realizing that his business may be facing unforeseen challenges that require immediate attention and strategic planning. 15. Paul prepares for another change. Paul prepares to transition to using a feeding tube due to the progression of his motor neurone disease. He takes a moment to reflect on the impending change. Sitting down for what will likely be his last meal before the procedure, Paul grapples with a mix of emotions. He contemplates the challenges that lie ahead and the adjustments he'll need to make as he adapts to life with the feeding tube. Despite the uncertainty and apprehension, Paul finds solace in the support of his loved ones and the hope for improved comfort and quality of life that the feeding tube may bring. With each bite of his meal, Paul savors the flavors and memories associated with eating, knowing that this experience will soon become a thing of the past. He reminisces about the simple joys of sharing meals with friends and family, realizing that the feeding tube marks a significant shift in his daily routine and sense of normalcy. Despite the bittersweet nature of his last meal, Paul embraces the opportunity to face the future with courage and resilience, determined to make the most of each moment and cherish the connections that bring meaning to his life. As we wrap up this preview of the upcoming drama on Coronation Street, it's clear that the residents of Weatherfield are in for a roller coaster of emotions. From shocking revelations to heart-wrenching moments, next week's episodes promise to keep us on the edge of our seats. Whether it's Bernie's quest to reunite with her long-lost son or Simon's struggles with his mother's absence, the cobbles are brimming with captivating storylines that will leave us eagerly awaiting the next twist and turn. So, as we prepare to dive into the drama unfolding on Coronation Street, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join us for all the latest updates. From heartfelt moments to nail-biting suspense, you won't want to miss a single episode. Stay tuned for more exclusive spoilers and behind-the-scenes gossip, and get ready for an unforgettable week in Weatherfield.